What is absolutely popping, guys? That's right. I finally got a Kraken. And don't mind my hairy feet. Let's get right into the video. Alright, so first off, you guys can probably tell, I am not in the normal setup. Typically, I film reviews outside on my deck. But here's the issue. Where I live, it has become wintertime, which means it is currently like 20-something degrees outside. So it will be absolutely freezing cold. There's no way, if you are a balisong flipper, you would know. It's almost impossible to flip a balisong with really cold hands. It's like unfathomable. So we are down here in my basement. This is an unfinished room, as you can tell. There's like some really bad paint in the background, flooring. But we do have really good lighting down here. I've set up some big lights behind me. So there's going to be really good lighting for this video. And yeah, I do have furry feet. And I love this. This is absolutely amazing. I got this as a gift recently. And oh my goodness, I love these things. Even the toes match with the Kraken. This is the one time I'm allowing my viewers to talk about my dogs, because, oh my goodness. Anyways, yeah, that's a whole thing in my streams. A few months ago, my viewers used to there's always that one person that likes to point out my toes. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense, but it's just a funny thing. So yeah, anyways, why you guys are here, the Kraken. That's right, I finally got a Kraken. Now, this is no clone or anything. This is an authentic Squid Industries inked Kraken trainer. Now, this is a Kraken V3, all right? Inked Krake Raken trainer from Squid Industries. I got no laser engraving on the back. But yeah, this thing is amazing, all right? It does rank as one of the best balisongs in my collection, but it's not what I expected. Now, what do I mean by it's not what I expected, you may ask? Well, it's good, all right? It is good. It's amazing, but there are a few things about this that are not what I expected. This thing has been pretty much glorified by every balisong YouTuber. I've heard amazing things about the Kraken. It's like every balisong YouTuber's dream to get a Kraken. Like, that's the main thing that you want when you get into flipping is, well, you want a Krake Raken, because, duh, it's known to be one of the best balisongs. So I got my hopes up for this thing really, really good. Like, I expected this thing to be, obviously, the best of my collection, for none of my Navalis balisongs to even begin to compete with it. I was wrong, all right? Here's the thing. There's one thing about this, all right? On most aspects of this thing, yes, it does rank the top balisong in my collection. As far as durability, this is the best, besides maybe the Canyon, all right? It's stainless steel, though, so I don't count that. As far as an aluminum balisong, this is definitely the most durable balisong in my collection. Definitely one of, if not the coolest looking balisong in my collection. Definitely the best sounding balisong in my collection. And also, overall, the best balanced balisong in my collection with very flowy flips. But here's one thing about this here Krake Raken that I got my hopes up for that did not turn out to be correct. Grip, all right? One of the main things that I had my hopes up for is I expected this to be one of the grippiest balisongs, if not the new grippiest balisong in my collection. Currently, the Cheese is the grippiest in my collection, all right? Now, this thing is grippy when it comes to texture, all right? This has 70-75 aluminum handles and a steel blade. You should know this if you're watching this because, well, most people watching this are probably just curious because I got a Kraken. Now, if you're actually watching this because it's a review over the Kraken, I will give more details about that later. But as far as texture of the handles, it's pretty grippy. It has that classic Kraken texture, all right? Let me see if I can zoom in real quick. It has that classic Kraken texture there on the handles. So as far as the texture of the handles, it has very, very grippy texture, but the finish is not what I expected it to be, all right? Here's the issue with this thing. This is the only issue that I have with my Kraken, is the finish, all right? I expected this thing, I didn't expect it to have any sort of Teflon coating or anything fancy like that, like the Cheese. But I at the very least, expected it to be as grippy as the Navalis Wing, all right? And it's not, all right? Let me tell you that. So this thing is a very comfortable flipper because of that amazing texture on it, but the finish is very slippery. This has a very, very slippery finish, So unless your hands are really sticky for some reason, or for some reason are in just a grippy mood, unless your actual hands are grippy at the time, this thing is going to slip right out of your hands. If you have just washed your hands, or if your hands are dry, there is no flipping this thing. It is going to slip right out of your hands. That is the number one critique I have for this thing. Now, don't get me wrong. This thing is still one of, if not the best balisongs in my collection, all right? I would probably still rank this thing top balisong in my collection, but just for the fact that I got my hopes up really, really high about this thing, it has not turned out to be what I expected. And I'm also comparing this thing a lot to the Bali Plus Krake Raken clone that I did a review on, all right? I have flipped a Kraken clone, and I expected the Kraken to be a lot more grippier than the clone, obviously. And it's not. I would honestly say, as far as the finish goes on the handles, and a grippy finish, the Bali Plus clone has better grip on the handles. But as far as balance, looks, and durability goes, that would definitely have to go to the authentic thing. But yeah, that's about it. So, actually it's not, because for the people that are here just for the review, guess what? There's a lot more. Alright, so details about this thing. This thing has 7075 aluminum handles with a steel blade, which I already said. And this specific version is the inked version. All that means is that it has a black trainer blade instead of a silver trainer blade. And I got the black on black, so black handles with a black trainer blade. And this thing costs around, if you were going to get this specific Kraken, it costs about $260. Different Krakens cost different prices, all right? They have different colored Krakens and Krakens with different finishes and different colors and different seasonal Krakens. They're all going to cost different prices, but they should be somewhere between the $200 and $300 range. You shouldn't get a Kraken that's like $400 or $500 unless you're getting a titanium Kraken. But as far as the regular aluminum Krakens go, it should be somewhere between the $200 and $300 range. This one specifically, like I said, is $265 exactly. That's including tax. But what else comes with this thing, you might ask? Because with Nivalis balisongs, Nivalis comes with a lot of other stuff. You get stickers, you get hardware, sometimes even cases, you get a lot of stuff. So let's go right up to the, I guess, what did I call this thing the last time? I guess the review desk. I forget what I called it. It's just the place where I go and I show you what else came with this thing. Let's do it. Alrighty. So, here's what comes with the Kraken. When you open up the box, here's the box, by the way. Just says Squid Industries on it. It shows what Kraken you got with the barcode. And then their social media sites on the back here. You actually pull out the box. So, whenever you pull it out, let me see if I can pull it out one-handed, please. It's really hard to do one-handed. If I can pull it out, your Kraken would be in the cloth, and then the cloth would be inside this box. Inside, it comes with some extra hardware. It doesn't come with as much as typical in the balisongs, but it does come with some extra hardware, which is really high-quality hardware, by the way, because it's, well, Squid Industries. It's some of the best, and American-made, which is one of my favorite parts about the Kraken. It comes with a Squid Industries sticker, only one, unfortunately, and then the cloth. That's all that comes with it. And then inside here, it shows the date that it was packaged and the inspection by JG, whoever JG is. So yeah, that is what comes with the Kraken. Another thing is, okay, now we're down here. As I was saying, another thing that I think I forgot to mention about this thing, about the finish, is that this is an inked Kraken, alright? I already mentioned this earlier in the video that I got the inked Kraken V3. But I'm not sure if the inked Kraken has a different handle finish than a regular Kraken V3. It might. I'm unaware if it does. As far as I know, the inked Kraken trainer should have the exact same handles and the exact same handle finish as a regular Kraken V3 trainer. If I'm wrong, then can someone please tell me in the comments? If somebody knows for a fact that the inked Kraken has a different handle finish than the regular Kraken V3, then please let me know in the comments. Someone like the Buffness or Benjamin Flips, or even just your average viewer that knows for a fact about this. So yeah, I'm unaware of that. As far as I know, it should be the exact same. So the slippery problem could be another issue with the regular Kraken V3, but I'm not sure. Now, do not think that this thing is insanely slippery, all right? I know I made it seem like it is insanely slippery. It is not, all right? It still has a ton of grip. All I am saying with this is that it is more slippery than I expected. I had my hopes really high for the grip on this thing, and I was let down, all right? It does not have as good as grip as I hoped it would. But that does not mean that it's insanely slippery. This thing still has much better grip than any sort of Amazon balisong or any other average balisong. This thing has a ton of grip. I think that's about it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I finally got a Kraken, and I'm happy about it. And I'm about to go and stream right after this video. I got a few more videos I'm going to try and film, and then I'm going to be going and streaming. So you guys will probably be seeing this video after I have started streaming again. With that, I will see you beautiful, amazing, very loyal viewers of mine in the next one.
When I wake up, gotta set my day up. Fill my heart with joy because the devil's trying to play a game with my mind. My words are a weapon, and I know that I got my eyes fixed on heaven like